Hey you guys, Joe here. I'm gonna try and do this video. I had major technical difficulties last week and I couldn't upload my video at all. So I have to use my iPhone this week. But I'm really excited about this week's topic. So please pardon the bright craziness over here. I don't know, I'm in a sunbeam. Also, what else? It's been a mad week. My cat, Eli, has been very, very sick. His pancreatitis. He might be actually on his last leg. So it's been a grueling week. And vet bills, as we stand right now, have topped $1,000. And I got to bring him back tomorrow. So yeah, I'm having a crazy week. So this morning, he was throwing up again, and I had to bring him back in. And there was a blizzard outside. So I had to wear my winter boots. Which, oh yeah, this week's topic is shoes, by the way. And I love this topic because I love shoes. Let me turn on this light. I don't know if that helps any. Yeah, I am the queen of comfortable footwear and or the king of comfortable footwear. The comfortable footwear royalty. I cannot stand uncomfortable shoes at all. So everything I wear is really wide, really flat. Not flat because everybody's shoes this week were like flat. Mine usually have support, arch support or something. Plus I also have orthotic inserts. But I discovered these a couple years ago. They're kind of dirty. They're my winter boots. They're Crocs. They're Croc brand winter boot. How cool is that? Which means they're super light as a feather, but they're warm and they're waterproof, which is great for Canadian winters, right? So this morning I wear these all day at work. Something that I wear quite frequently are these. My dad and I don't always get along, but my dad bought me these shoes, and I'm actually very, very sentimentally attached to them. They're Earth shoes. Earth shoe, yeah. And they're actually very old. In 2008, I took trucking lessons, and I wore these shoes every day to trucking because they were very substantial shoes, and I had polish. I'm really into polishing shoes too. I do that, actually. Yeah, look, I'm standing right where all my shoes are in this corner. That's why I actually have like shoe polish and a cloth and stuff like that. Like I'm perpetually polishing shoes. So these shoes I'd always taken really good care of, and I love these shoes. They're extremely comfortable. They've got cat hair in them, as you well see. These are men's 7. So I'm like a men's 7, ladies 8. 39 Burke, which, okay, we'll get to that. Back to Crocs. Typical Crocs. I wear Crocs constantly in the summer and spring. One of my biggies is Keen. Keen is one of my favorite brands of shoes. And that's what they look like. And they're really, really, really supportive. And I'm in love with these shoes. Had these since 2007. Yeah, all my shoes I've had for years. And it's not like, and I'm hard on shoes. Like I wear them out, but these actually last a long time. Okay, then this year I have a crazy benefit through work. My work benefit covers $700 worth of orthotic footwear every 2 years. So I get not only orthotic inserts, which are about $400, but I get shoes for free too. So this year I got New Balance hiking boots. Like how cool is that? These things are like $250 and I got them for free. They're European 40. Again, men's 7. I wear men's 7 a lot of the time. Love these shoes. But they're kind of a pain in the ass to lace up. I'm not really into lacing up. So let's look at what else we've got here. Oh, when I was in New York City, I bought, these are probably the girliest shoes I own. These are Clark's Prevos. And they need a polish, but this shoe, again, it's not very girly, but it's the girliest, it's the thing I wear to like a job interview. Okay, this is a funny story. Back in 2008, I lived in a van and I traveled around North America. And I wore a pair of shoes every day, all day. I have pictures of my feet in the Pacific Ocean, in the Atlantic Ocean, in the Arctic Ocean, or in the Yukon, what was that called? Lake LaBarge. There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who toil for gold. You know that story, the cremation of Sam McGee? I was on the banks of Lake LaBarge in these shoes. And anyway, they're Keens. Again, I'm a big Keen fan. But I had bought them online sort of as a joke. My friend and I were on this kick to find the ugliest pair of shoes. And I found these shoes online. And I bought them like I had never tried them on. I just bought them. And I love them. And I've worn them to shit. They are so disgusting. I can't even believe I'm showing you these. These were yellow. There was like a yellow sole, but I've worn it all off. It's glue gunned back on. And my sister calls them the rubber tire shoe. But yeah, I have worn these shoes probably thousands of kilometers. Like, no word of a lie. I wore these shoes to the point that really I shouldn't keep them, but I cannot help. I am so sentimentally attached to these fucking ugly things. Yeah. What else have I got here? Oh, I have some sentimental attachment too. These are kind of a funny story. Back in early 2000s, back when I had no money, I was like broke all the time, and all I ever wanted was a pair of nice running shoes. And I had seen a picture of a pair of Fila running shoes, which it turns out are really quite uncomfortable. They're not like high quality, but I put them in I cut out the picture and I put them in my little wish box or whatever. And then some years later, I had this opportunity to go to Las Vegas. Somebody else paid for it. This guy through the No Kidding group I belong to, the child-free group. And I had like, I don't know, $100 spending money maybe. And I bought myself these Filas, which, oh, the God, they're gross. They're really worn out and they're covered in cat hair. But yes, I do own a pair of half-ass running shoes. What are men's 7? Again, my favorite size. What else have we got? Well, this will be old Birkenstock. Yeah, really seen better days. You'll see that I buy really good quality shoes. Like I do buy expensive shoes, and then I wear the shit out of them. I wear them for like 5 to 10 years. So I've got tons more. What else have I got down here? Ugg boots. These are kind of funny. These are men's Uggs, because I don't own ladies' shoes, really. Oh, wait, this is a funny story. So back when I was taking trucking lessons and I was wearing my earth shoes, I really wore them quite frequently, but come springtime, it got extremely muddy in the truck yard. Extremely muddy, like ankle-deep mud, and you have to crawl under the truck to make sure that the fifth wheel is aligned with the kingpin when you connect the tractor and trailer. And I had to buy a pair of Wellingtons, or which are those like big-ass rubber boots. And time was a crunch. I had to buy them that day. I didn't have a lot of options. And this is what I bought. They're hot pink. Hot pink wellies. I know, it's a running joke. Everyone's like, that's fabulous, Joe. But what can I say? That's what I had to wear to go trucking in. And I think my last couple, I'll just do a couple more. I got a lot of shoes, but Croc flip-flops and just regular flip-flops. I'm a big fan of flip-flops in the summer. Or as Matt would say, thongs. But mostly, yeah, those, if I had to think back to like my favorite pairs of shoes in my life, those Keen, what do you call them, tire shoes. Yeah, and my earth shoes that my dad gave me. And I think that's about it. I don't like lacing stuff up. I prefer to have shoes that are slip-on, slip-off. So that's my preference. And how does this affect gender? Well, obviously, I'm one of those women in comfortable footwear, right? That's the old tongue-in-cheek way of people used to refer to lesbians, right? But you'll never in a million years catch me in uncomfortable shoes, ever, ever, ever. And never did. I've never worn a pair of uncomfortable shoes in my life, and I think maybe on my grade 8 graduation I wore heels and like stumbled up the stairs because I had to keep going up to receive awards, and it was comical. So yeah, Crocs, Birks, Keens, and earth shoes. That's about the size of it. I prefer men's shoes because they're always better made. I'm sure I told the story in a previous video, and I won't repeat it here. You can go back and look. But I will repeat the short version. When I lived in the Arctic, I bought men's Sorels, which are the big white Arctic boots, because the women's are made out of plastic and the men's are made out of rubber. And when plastic, by the way, in sub-zero temperatures, like minus 30, yeah, your boots the plastic turns to like a sheet of plastic and you slip, whereas rubber can grip the ice and the snow much better. So I think I had men's 8 at the time, and I had to wear like 3 pairs of socks. It was ridiculous, but okay, that's my story. I'm so sorry I missed last week. I've never missed a week in all the years I've been here without at least like telling somebody and getting a substitute. But last week was just a technical nightmare, and my cat's been sick, and it's been like a crazy ass week. But I'm glad to be back. So thanks for watching. Catch you guys next week. Bye-bye.